Welcome to my channel, and I'm back with you once again with another video of Microsoft Flight Simulator 24. A few days back, I got a request from one of the viewers on my channel that I should do a flight with the Beyond ATC and the Inibuilds Airbus A320 Neo. So today, I will be doing the short flight from Riyadh to Bahrain. I've selected Bahrain for the approach because if you're landing at runway 30 right or 12 left, it has a discontinuity because then you get the vectors from the ATC to the approach. So that's why I selected this airport, and plus it's a short flight so that I can just cover it in one video. So right now, everything is complete. I will just do a quick initialization. I'm not going to follow the process because this is not about how you fly this plane. It is about the ATC communication. That's why I will just quickly do this initialization, and I can also do the initialization B. And plus, for the flight plan now, I have to actually file this flight plan with the ATC in order to get the runway for the departure. And for the arrival, obviously, I'm not really sure. So during the flight, whatever the runway I get, then I will select it accordingly. So now I have to tune into frequency for the clearance. You can get it from the airport charts, or if you go to this Beyond ATC option, you will see the clearance frequency is 1 to 1.7. So I can just tune it 1 to 1.7. And that's it. Now I can request for this IFR clearance.
Airbus 75, ready to pick up IF or clearance to Bahrain Airport.
Airbus 75, King Hill delivery, expect runway 15 left, Alta 1 at 2 departure. Squawk 2212.
And I can just read it back.
Alta 1 Echo departure. Squawk 2212. Airbus 75.
Airbus 75, read back correct. Contact ground 121.8 when ready for push or start.
Great. Now in the Beyond ATC, whatever the instructions that you get from the ATC, it's written over here. So it's really easy. I have turned this option on, always on top, so it will remain here on this screen. Otherwise, if you have two screens, you can just take it to some other screen. That's it. Plus, you can also talk to the ATC, but right now, I'm just using...
Airbus 75, read back correct. Contact ground 121.8 when ready for push or start.
I have to actually acknowledge it. I forgot to do this. So departure.
Ground 121.8 when ready. Airbus 75.
And that's it. So I have now selected the runway for the departure, and there is a discontinuity. Let me just get rid of it. And that's it. Now for Bahrain, actually, I'm not really sure which runway I will be using. So that's why I will just keep it like this. Otherwise, as a precaution, I can also select a runway, and the arrival is ILS 12 left. If I get this one, then Ladna 1. This is actually the star as per the Sembri flight plan. So everything is good. Now you can see there is actually a discontinuity after this point, Al Ras. But if I'm asked to land at runway 30 right, then I will change the arrival and approach. That's it. Now for this takeoff performance, just go over here. As you have now the runway 15 left, so just select this, synchronize, and calculate and send to FMGS. That's it. So now it's over here. I can just do this, and everything is good. So now let's enter the squawk as well. So if you go to this panel, you will see the squawk code, and it's 2212, 2212, and now you have entered the squawk as well. Let me just turn it on as well, and that's it. I will just keep it at traffic avoidance. That's it. Let's turn on the weather radar, and everything is good. I already actually turn on the APU, so it's available just to save time. Let's set the EFS and adjust the altimeter 1020. So it's 1020. Oops, that was a quick one. 1020. And 1020. That's it. And let's turn on the flight director. For the initial climb, I can just keep it at, like, let's say 10,000 feet, 5,000, whatever I want. But if I get a new altitude from the ATC, then I will just change it over here. That's it. Now, let's call for the pushback. I can release the parking brakes right now. And tune into ground 1 to 1.8. That's it. And now I can request pushback and start.
Airbus 75 at stand 24, request pushback and engine start.
Airbus 75, King College ground, pushback approved. Face northeast.
Let's acknowledge it.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast. Airbus 75.
And that's it. So now actually the pushback will not start. You have to do it yourself. So ground, and let's start the pushback. Everything is looking good. Let's arm the ground spoilers. It will go right, I know. I have to just turn left. Let's wait for it. See, it started going right. Okay, just to save time, I will just start both of the engines. And let me just throttle levers now in correct position. Now I can stop the pushback and engage the parking brakes. Let's make sure it has stopped. That's it. Now I can request to runway.
Airbus 75, request taxi to the active.
Airbus 75, runway 15 left taxi via Echo, Romeo, Golf.
Let's acknowledge it.
Runway 15 left taxi via Echo, Romeo, Golf, Airbus 75.
Let me also set the trim. For the pitch, it was 0.4 up. So let's adjust it, 0.4 up. And that's it. So now I will taxi to the runway. But what I'll do is this right now, as I've shown you how you actually start this communication with the ATC. You can just turn this option on, auto respond, and then auto tune radio. So the Beyond ATC will automatically changing between the radio frequencies, and the communication will be now taken care of by this ATC. So let's release the parking brakes and let's take this plane to the runway.
Airbus 75, contact King College Tower 118.8.
Contact Tower 118.8. Airbus 75. Have a good day.
Now you have seen that the frequency was automatically changed to tower, and now I can request for departure.
Airbus 75, holding short, runway 15 left.
Airbus 75, Kingco Tower, wind 130 at 4, runway 15 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 15 left, cleared for takeoff, Airbus 75.
Now I've got clearance for the takeoff, so now I can just take this plane to the runway. Just right after the takeoff, the plane just behaves very differently. I've been doing lots of flights from Riyadh, never happened before, but I think with the Beyond ATC there is some issue that's happening. Let me know if this happens with you or not, because I haven't tried it without the Beyond ATC right now, but I've done 3 or 4 flights and it just turns towards left and then goes back to the course. Let's see if during this recording it happens or not. Because every time when I'm recording a video, weird things start to happen. Let's stop here, and let's give it some power. And rotate. That's it.
All aircraft be advised information uniform now current. Cunning 1016.
Positive rate of climb, gears up, and I can turn on the autopilot. And you can see as soon as I turn on the autopilot, it just starts to turn left. And I don't know, this thing is happening. Maybe it gets fixed in the future. So let's adjust the altimeter. 1016 as got it from the
Airbus
ATC.
75. Contact Riyadh departure 128.5.
Contact Riyadh departure 128.5, Airbus 75. Riyadh approach, Airbus 75, 3,400 feet.
Airbus 75 Riyadh departure identified, climb to 14,000 feet.
Climb to 14,000 feet, Airbus 75.
Now I've adjusted the altitude, so the initial climb will be...
Airbus 75 increase speed to 220 knots.
Now I will take the speed to the selected mode and I will just...
Increase speed to 220 knots,
220.
Airbus 75.
And now I can also track the flaps. And that's it. So it's as per the constraints, everything is good. Altitude over here, 4,000 above and 220 knots. Speed is 220 and everything is good. So this is right now the situation with the Beyond ATC. You can see, you're getting some good clear instructions.
Airbus 75 increase speed to 250 knots.
Increase speed to 250 knots, Airbus 75.
And that's it. So I have also increased the speed. Before this, I was doing this flight. Actually, at this point, the top of descent, if you are landing at runway 12 left, this top of descent is not correct as calculated by the flight plan. Because, by the time you're near the runway, you're never at 7,000 or 8,000 or 5,000 feet. You're always at 25,000 feet. So what I can do is this. I can access the airport charts for Bahrain International Airport, and what I can do is this, that for the approaches for 12 left, I can see if there is any point at which I can perform a hold so that I can just fix the altitude. Let's go back. Now let's see. And let's also explore the power of Beyond ATC. So there are some points at which you can just perform hold. So I can do this at Al Ras, 13,000 to 3,000 over here, and it's going to be
Airbus 75 contact Jeddah Center 125.35. Bye bye.
Contact Jeddah Center 125.35, Airbus 75. Jeddah Center, Airbus 75, good day. Through 1,700 feet for 14,000 feet.
Airbus 75, Jeddah Center, good day, radar contact, climb to flight level 280.
Climb to flight level 280, Airbus 75.
So now I have the new altitude. So at this point, I can go into a hold. If the altitude is really high, then I will just try to get up to the altitude given by the ATC if this thing's happened. And let's see, and at El Ras, what is...
Airbus
3,350.
75, resume normal speed.
So when you get this instruction, just
Resume
go into
normal
the manage
speed.
mode.
Airbus 75.
And now as per the cost index, the speed will be adjusted. So at Al Ras, I can perform a hold. Great. And let's see if Beyond ATC allows me to do that. As now I'm near the top of descent, so I can just call ready for descent.
Airbus 75, ready for descent.
Airbus 75, land 1, runway 12 left, descend to 7,000 feet, KIN 1017.
Ladna 1, runway 12 left, descend to 7,000 feet, Airbus 75.
Now let's start the descent to 7,000 feet, and QNH is 1017, so I can just adjust it over here. 1017. Because I just got this reading from the sim brief flight plan, but now it has changed to 1017. So now let's wait. You can see the vertical deviation is negative. I'm below the vertical profile, but I'm sure this will go wrong. Actually, this happened to me before, but I'm just making this video, uncut for you. I'm not trying to, sugarcoat it, just to show you how good it is. I don't know, the sim brief flight plan loads perfectly all right in this MCDU, and the top of descent calculation is also really good. But since the time I'm using it with the Beyond ATC, there are slight issues that are happening. So that's why I just wanted to show you everything, that how it will behave, because right now you can see that it is below the descent profile, but after I think KFA, it will just suddenly have a very big positive deviation, and this dot will go here. So verify, next fix, request arrival runway change, request altitude change, request direct to fix, turbulence preparation, submit. So right now there is no option for the hold. I'm just cross-checking it just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Yes. So you can see now this deviation has started to increase. Anyhow, it's there. It should not be higher than the descent profile, otherwise it's an issue. Now you can see that this flight plan is continuing after this point, and this is the runway. Only because of this reason that, if you are approaching this runway from this point Ladna, which is your standard terminal arrival or the star, then you go here to the left, and then you just go like this and then come back and land. But after this point, as you will be waiting for the vectors from the ATC, that's why this line is going straight. So I will just wait for the ATC to give me a heading.
Airbus 75, contact Bahrain approach 127.85.
Contact Bahrain, approach 127.85, Airbus 75.
So now the frequency has changed to approach, and let's see if I
Bahrain,
get this option
Airbus 75, flight level 191 with information alpha.
of hold over here.
Airbus 75, Bahrain approach. Good day. KIN 1017, expect radar vector trials, runway 12 left.
QN H1017, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 12 left, Airbus 75.
Yes, the option of hold is also not here, but I will just perform it because, the plane is really higher than the descent profile. It's like 3,000 feet above. So I will not be able to make it. Let's see what happens. So now you can see the frequency is constantly changing now. I'm with the approach, and you can see that I've got this instruction that expect radar vectors for ILS 12 left. So now I will be waiting for the radar to give me the vectors. Let me just turn on the LS and see how far it is. 22 nautical miles.
Airbus 75, turn left, heading 305, descend to 5,000 feet, Kin 1017, vectors for the approach.
Turn left, heading 305, descend to 5,000 feet, QN H1017, Airbus 75.
So now I will take this heading into the selected mode and it's left 305 degrees. So let's turn left 305. That's it. So now you can see I'm no longer in the manage mode, so it is in the selected mode, the heading or the late fill navigation. I can activate the speed brakes to reduce the speed. Let's close this and wait for it.
Airbus 75, turn left, heading 240.
Turn left, heading 240, Airbus 75.
So turn left, heading 240. Now, one of the best things about with the Beyond ATC is this, that you really don't have to be in the manage mode. So you keep on switching back from back and forth between the manage mode and the selected mode. So it keeps you on the edge. As you can see right now, I'm struggling with it. But it's interesting. Now you can see this diamond is coming in the middle. So now I'm at a safe altitude. Now the speed is increasing, so maybe I can just reduce it.
Airbus 75, turn left, heading 210.
Now I will go into open descent because everything
Turn
is
left,
good.
heading 210, Airbus 75.
Airbus 75, turn left, heading 205.
Turn left, heading 205, Airbus 75.
And with this, I can also activate the approach phase. And now it's good. Let's check if I get a new fix.
Airbus 75, can you give me a heading to my next fix?
Airbus 75, 12 miles from per 10, turn left, heading 160, maintain 1,500 feet until established on the final approach course, cleared aisles runway 12 left.
Turn left, heading 160, 1,500 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 12 left, Airbus 75.
Now the heading that I got right now is this, that I will actually intercept this line. So if you draw a straight line, so at some point I will be intercepting that. And you got this instruction that until established on the final approach course. So I have extended the flaps to position 1 because now, I will be soon landing.
Airbus 75, turn left, heading 135, intercept the 12 left localizer, descend to 4,000 feet, resume normal speed.
135, got a new heading.
Turn left, heading 135. Intercept the 12 left localizer. Descend to 4,000 feet. Resume normal speed. Airbus 75.
Now, in order to intercept it, it's a very simple thing that you can do is activate approach localizer. Now, localizer, as soon as the plane will intercept it, it will be active and it will start to follow. And if it doesn't, then you can just further change the heading, because you have to be aligned with it. I should have actually activated it a bit before, but now it will just intercept it. Let's see. I can also activate the approach. Let's wait, because the glide slope is, I can further descend to 3,000 in order to keep this diamond in the middle. And now established, so I can just report established.
Airbus 75. Established on final approach.
So the advantage of approach is
Airbus 75, affirmative.
this, that it not only follows the localizer but also starts to follow the glide slope. So it was a very good example right now, just to show you that if localizer, I should have actually turned it on before intercepting this line. But anyhow, just turn back and use the approach. To do this, I can further extend the flaps and now activate autopilot 2 for the auto land.
75, contact Bahrain Tower 118.5.
Contact Tower 118.5. Airbus 75. Bahrain Tower, Airbus 75. ILS runway 12 left.
Airbus 75, Bahrain Tower, wind 090 at 2, runway 12 left cleared to land.
Runway 12 left cleared to land. Airbus 75.
So now I've got the wind, so 090, 02. That's it.
1,500.
So now the plane is going to land. Flaps set to position 3. I can lower the gears as well. Get the full flaps. And that's it. So I hope this was a useful video for you. Now you can fly this plane with the Beyond ATC. You can see it works well. Let's arm the ground spoilers. Auto brake to medium. So just near the runway, and the plane will soon land. I've activated auto land. Slightly higher.
200. Minimum.
Just cross the minimums.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5. Retard.
And the reverse thrust active. That's it.
Airbus 75, exit right next available taxiway.
Exit right next available taxiway, Airbus 75.
So that's how you do this flight with the Beyond ATC. Hopefully, this was a useful video for you, and now you will be able to do it. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section, or if you want to add anything to this video, the comment section is there for you. One more thing, you can just change the frequency, and it will be automatically changed, and then you can request a gate for the parking. Right now, I think everything is full, as I can see. Thank you very much for staying with me. Have a nice day. Hope to see you soon.
Airbus 75.